Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. I have the cards in my hand, but I'm not actually going to pull cards. This is a message, and I really just want to get this out because I'm doing the readings for all 12 zodiac signs, and they all have the same theme because right now we are all experiencing the same energies. So I do want to say this, because I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Whenever you see a message, you're led to a message, if the title resonates with you, you may want to click on it, even if it's not your sign, okay? A lot of you are missing out on very important messages because you're only watching your sign. Now, you all know I do the dailies, and the dailies are general. It touches on all aspects, and I'm trying to stay away from mentioning signs whenever I do readings because they are not as important as you all make them, okay? Now, things will be changing, and I'm speaking specifically to myself, how I deliver the messages, how frequent you all receive these messages. Now, since the new year, you all have been getting more messages, and that's only because I keep getting these downloads of messages that needs to be pushed out. Now, at the same time, many of you are missing out on very important messages because they are being categorized in zodiac signs, and they're being separated and not received. And not only that, some of you are rejecting certain messages if it triggers you. At this current moment right now, the main and strongest message is for you to be open to receiving what is divinely yours. So what that means is not blocking it. Like, based on your energy, you can block things. So right now we should just be like living life, enjoying life. 2021 was quite a year. And not only that, it showed many people the world that they've created for themselves, which turned out to be an illusion, right? So systems that are no longer supported, which in turn means that it's not actually something that was built on real substance that helps you when it comes to you getting on your divine path. It didn't help you when it came to you becoming your best self. It didn't support you when it comes to you finding out who you truly are. Any of those type of systems, they're no longer supported. They don't have a foundation. So I hope you all understand what this means. This means if there's anything you're still attached to because of fear of something, that no longer has a foundation. So it will crumble. If you're in anything, if you're involved in anything, it doesn't matter if it shows up as something beautiful in your life. If it was built on that foundation, where if I don't have this, or if this is not here, then I don't know what I would do. That's not going to work anymore. So in 2021, it started with the light workers, starseeds, the empaths, those who have dedicated themselves to this work of trying to uplift the vibration of humanity. Those individuals who are already in service to others. And it doesn't have to be where you're like out in public and you're known and you're well known and all of that. No, it's just anyone who was service to others. Those of you who are in outreach, you are, probably a part of some type of nonprofit, or you're in the caring profession and you're helping other people, clergymen, or those of you who go out and just help the homeless, or you volunteer and you give yourself. Any of those who are helping humanity, basically, you saw your whatever systems, consciously or unconsciously, that you have built your life on, breaking down, breaking down. And this is not representative of deeds you've done, good or bad. It's not in result of being a good girl or a bad boy or whatever, and good boy or bad girl. It's none of that. So I'm saying that to say not to be hard on yourself. This is divinely what we're experiencing right now, this breakdown, which is actually a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, because some people fought it. Some people are still fighting it and forcing to remain in that system. I mean, eventually it crumbles. It's just everyone, it's going to happen in a certain time, depending on either how hard you're fighting to keep something that is no longer supported, or if you just go with the flow, allow things to happen, right? Because I was saying all of that to say 2021 was the year where the energy supported those things that are falling. Let it fall. Okay, energy supported that. Now we're moving, we're transitioning, and next month is a big month with all the changes that are going on with the planetary alignments, you know, new moon, full moons. We have retrogrades, we have north node shifting. There's just a lot of things happening. There's going to be progress. At least it's going to start showing up in 3D. So you're going to start feeling like things are changing or happening. Now, back to the messages. They are to help you grow as an individual. So when the messages start feeling like it's focusing on other people, that is actually to try to make you understand the purpose of that person in your life. It is not to get you to focus on that person. Tarot reads should be helping you to focus on yourself and the work you are here to do. You have a purpose. There is a path for you to follow to get to your destiny. There is a reason you are here. It helps uplift humanity. So the readings should get you to focus on yourself. If you are looking for a tarot read to find out what's going on in someone else's mind, or how someone else is feeling and what someone else is planning to do, I can tell you, you might want to refocus. You want to refocus. You really, truly do. We are in a very important time right now, and they're saying it's like there's no, like right now we are not in hermit mode. We're not going in, because what that does, that inner reflection is good, right? Now, if you do too much of that, you start really beating yourself up. It's almost like you're saying there's something wrong with me. I need to fix this. I need to still focus on this. And we've shifted past that, because now they want you in a place where you are open to receiving what's next. Open to receiving what's next. What's next in my life? I'm open to it. That's where they want us right now. They want you open to receiving what's next. If you're stuck, feeling like you're waiting on something, they want you to shift and open yourself up to receiving what's next. If you are stuck, feeling like you still need to work on yourself, I mean, we're continuously working on ourselves. You need to be open. They're sending, like, there's a lot of energy being sent out, and if you're closed up, it would just bounce off of you because you're not receptive to it. So that's the theme I keep getting. You know, it's already happened. It's done. Be open to receiving what's coming, moving on, moving forward. Make sure you've already let go of what doesn't serve you. You know, that is the constant. That's what's coming up. And it just coming up in different patterns in the cards. It's like no other way to say this. Like, you should just be living your life and enjoying life. The focus should be being happy with loved ones, with family, not really, continuously beating yourself up on what you didn't do, not sitting in regret of the past, not worrying about the future, what's coming next, and not trying to force something to happen because that's the outcome you want, but sitting, being, just be still, allowing, trusting, accepting things as they are, loving yourself the way that you are now, being thankful for everything you've experienced, being thankful for the people in your life, being thankful for the understanding and the wisdom that you've gained, just being and understanding that everything has happened for you, not to you. Understanding the people you experience things with was a contractual agreement. They were not doing anything to you. You weren't doing anything to anyone. You were supposed to show up the way that you did. The people who showed up in your life, it's supposed to happen to trigger certain things within you. It's all about you. Learning more about yourself so that you continue on your path. The attachment to things and people is where the human race gets very, very weighed down and stuck and rooted. Listen, things come into your life for a period. Always remember that. Always remember that. Things come into your life for a period. You're going to have to learn to live in the now. Be happy with what you have now. It's temporary. It will pass. So if it's a really, really good time in your life, be thankful for it. If it's a very hard time or challenging time in your life, know that it will pass and that it's teaching you something about yourself and that you are evolving. You're evolving in those challenging times. So be thankful for that and know that it's going to pass and you're going to move into a new stage. You don't want to stay in a certain phase and get stuck there. And that's what's happening to most people. They're stuck fantasizing about a certain experience they have or they've had and how it's no longer happening, and that's keeping a lot of you stuck. Open yourself up. Right now, get out of the worry, get out of, I'm trying to change this within me. I'm trying to listen. The changes have already happened. We've gone through so many shifts internally. A lot of you, there's changes within you that you're not aware of because you're still focusing on trying to fix yourself. The changes has already occurred. Like molecular changes within you. Open yourself up to receive what's next. Do not keep yourself stuck in one experience, in one thought frame of one thing that you're hoping for. We have changed. Things don't happen the way they used to. Like the moment we've been waiting for, humanity have been waiting for, it's here. We're in it. This has been a huge part of our legacy. Like you agreed to be alive at this time while we're going through what we're going through right now. Right now. Can you imagine how you'll feel 10 years from now? Knowing that you were in this period experiencing it, but you were stuck trying to hold on to something from your past? You have to open yourself up to what's the best for you, period. What's best for me, I'm open to it. I'm open to receiving it. Now let me live my life. And be happy, be in an optimistic state, be in a place where you know what's coming. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to represent you to the fullest. And just know that you are okay the way you are right now. The way you are right now, you are fine. It's really trying to get that wheel turning. We're getting the wheel turning. And honestly, I don't want your energy to block it. Like you can block this unconsciously only because you're so stuck holding on to something that you need. Like it's best for you to let go of it. Detachment is very important right now. Practice detachment from whatever it is. Nothing that's happened in your life needs a label of good or bad. It doesn't need to be looked at that way. It's just be open to what's coming. It's in your best interest. Be open to it and let it happen. I'm gonna, try to finish doing these zodiac sign readings. I just did one sign, and Taurus and Libra. I've been trying to work on Taurus and Libra, and it's like, whenever this happens, there's some kind of block with how people are receiving the message. And here's a thought, or here's a recommendation. When you click on a reading, have no expectation. Have no expectation of what the outcome of the reading will be. Just receive what the message is and be thankful for the message. Those who become disappointed in any reading, and I'm not talking about my readings, any reading, it's because you had an expectation. You hoped that the message would have said something. It didn't say that, therefore you're disappointed. Allow yourself to be free and allow the messages to flow freely for you, because that's what's trying to happen. If it's your message, you will receive it well. If it's not your message, you won't receive it well. So if you don't feel like, a message is really hitting you, it's not your message. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not your message, and you just move on. You'll be led to the right one. There's a need to be okay with whatever happens, when it happens, how it happens, and not to feel any kind of way about it, because you want to be free. Don't limit things. Don't restrict things to be what you want it to be. That's a part of one of the blocks that many are dealing with now. Okay? Most messages are collective messages. I know we label them by zodiac signs, but honestly, that doesn't mean anything. If a title resonates with you, it's most likely your message. I'm going to try to finish the rest. If not, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to finish the messages, but when this happens, I know that there's something else. And it really is, everyone should be in a place where you're just enjoying life and you are happy with where you are, and you're grateful for what you experience, and you are open to what's happening next, and you're excited about it, and you don't doubt that what's coming is not for you. You trust and you receive. Okay, y'all? So that's it. And I will, I'll see what comes up with the rest of these zodiac signs, and I'll see y'all later.